Hi, everybody. Tashi here from Pixie Mommy's Reborns. Welcome back. And to everyone new that's stopping in, hello and welcome. So it is day 2 after Christmas. It's Friday. And it is the Christmas aftermath. Oh my goodness. So I figured I would pop on, catch up with you all. I guess nothing special or important. I'm just gonna blab a little bit and I guess show the hot mess on the bed. I'm just kind of all over the place. Right now, you are looking at Stellan. So to those of you that do not know little Stellan, he is my Levi sculpt by Bonnie Brown, and he is in a little uh, reindeer romper. It's like a cream color and it has reindeers on it, and he has little reindeer socks. I actually put him in this Christmas night when we got home back from my parents' house and settled in. I actually got on the phone with my mom for like 3 or 4 hours. When we got home, we like recapped Christmas. And I think while I was talking to her, actually, I put Stellan in this because I wanted to take a few pictures. I didn't, get him in this prior to Christmas. So these were like the last few Christmas photos I was taking, and he looks so sweet. Doesn't he look so sweet? And he's actually laying in my new Snuggle Me Organic, which is like the baby lounger, which was actually my Christmas present, but I did get it early. Um, my hubby and kids, told me when it came that I could open it because I wasn't going to really have time to do anything with it Christmas Day. So it did sit for a while after it got shipped because of the chaos of Christmas. And then finally one day I actually did it on video with you all. I opened it up. And I am really enjoying it so far. I love it for photos, and I just love the fact that number one, it has a cover. This is like a cover, for it because I got the Snuggle Me and the cover on their great Black Friday sale. So I feel like I can take it, I can put it like downstairs on the couch, in the bed, or wherever, and it does have the cover that can be washed, if need be. And I'll probably just, because you can lay a blanket over it to change like the color of the background to whatever you want for like photos and stuff. So I'll probably wait till like next year on Black Friday and stock up on a few like different color covers, but I'll just have the one for now for this year. But that was my big thing this year because I had wanted one of these for like 3 years, pretty much since I started collecting. And, first time I saw one, I was like, oh my gosh, I love that for photos. Anyway, so let's see. This little stinker's on the bed. This is Noble, and he is my Chase. He's fairly new in my collection. And he is also Bonnie Brown sculpt. He's chased by Bonnie Brown. So I had wet his hair last night and was just brushing his hair because his hair is a little bit more maintenance because of the type of mohair it is. So, but it's actually so worth it because he's just an amazing baby. He's so incredibly realistic, and I love how he photographs. I'm having fun with him. I'm enjoying him. So I was actually thinking about putting him in this loved baby. It's just like a gray long sleeve onesie, and maybe putting a little prop and putting him in the Snuggle Me for some photos. I thought that would be cute. I thought that this color was, oopsies. I don't know. I liked this color on him, and it's just simple. Anyway, so that's what I was thinking about doing here. And then we have Shae up here, who's got to get changed out of her little Christmas outfit. She never got into this one. I don't even know if I showed it. I think I did. I think I showed this in a haul. But she never got into this little outfit with the sparkles. So I will be putting that away for next year for Shay. I suspect that Shay will likely be in my collection still next year. I very much enjoy this baby, and I'm learning a little bit about putting together the, you know, girls clothing for like a little bit bigger of a baby, and it's fun because those of you that have been with me know the the fashion thing, like the baby clothing, is something that I've been having a lot of fun learning because it's not something that I'm naturally good at. Like we all have, stuff we're really, talented at or good at, and some of us can just put together an outfit, design a room, this, that. And I'm one of those people. I know what I like. I know, and I'm very eclectic. There's a lot of different styles that I like for clothing, for home decor, that sort of thing. So I'm kind of like all over the place, same as my taste in music. Just I'm an eclectic kind of person. So there's various different types of styles that I enjoy. And when something is all put together, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. But if I have to try to like pick a shirt, pick pants, pick matching shoes, pick this or that, I have a harder time tying everything all together, if that makes sense. So, but I love when it all comes together, and I love taking the photos. So this has been a big part of my journey in collecting, like a fun part that I'm learning, and I enjoy all of your videos and seeing where you all shop, the clothing you're putting together, etc., etc. And I'm a bit of a person that looks for deals and secondhand and thrift, and or simply like the Snuggle Me. It was an expensive baby item, and I waited a few years, and finally a Black Friday sale. I was like, I'm not going to get this any cheaper, because I hunted them like online, like secondhand. And at that point, I was like, the Black Friday sale was cheaper than some of them that I've seen secondhand, even like on eBay. So sometimes with certain items, you do have to just bite the bullet and say, I'm going to have to spend it. Kind of like with the dolls. You learn as you go along. It's a big pill to swallow. And then also, I think when you first get into the hobby, you're not necessarily sure how much you're going to enjoy it or how far into it you're going to get. So, of course, nobody wants to, bite off those, big, ungodly amounts that we look at of the price of these babies and some of the accessories and clothing and stuff like that, until we get to a point where we're like, hey, this hobby's become a big joy to me, a big part of my life. Definitely, plan to continue for the, future. And, then we start to loosen the reins a little bit, and we start to understand, like, hey, if I want certain things, gonna have to save, and I'm gonna have to just, bite that bullet. So I guess that's kind of, I definitely, I reached a point there with the dolls. And I mean, I'm certainly not a collector, that is limitless here. I most certainly have my limits, and sometimes that changes, as to what's going on in life. I'm facing that now. We're coming up on the change of the year, 2020. And many of you know that my husband was in a really bad accident, and he's doing well, by the way. Everybody always asks, and he is still recovering very, very well. All of his appointments, like the x-rays and everything's healing really good. But it's where the injury is, because it was the femoral neck bone. So it's like the top of the, femur bone that goes into the pelvis, quote, the hip. It's a bad spot. It's pinned, so you can't put weight on it for the full 6 weeks. He can only put 20% of his weight, so basically just toe touch to balance himself with the walker. And although he's feeling good and potentially could put weight on it and it won't hurt him, he can't, because you want that to heal really, really good before you start, putting weight on it. And he's a pretty big guy. So, you want to be careful, because then it will make it harder and longer down the road if he damages that, it doesn't heal right, or pins come out or whatever. So, with that, of course, our family faces things. And, so and it's gonna catch up with us now, a month, 2 months, it starts to catch up, because of course scrape together, and possibly whatever save to get bills paid, do things, but then it gets to a point where, okay, there's nothing, you know what I mean? I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, whoever is, paying attention. So, yeah, that for, that reason, I myself have to, consider the fact that this year, I won't be having a lot of box openings, and I may have to, adjust things and, look at some newer artists, which I had been before the holidays. I actually have a couple new exciting things coming up and that have been planned even prior to my husband's accident. Because I was really seeing a lot of new talent coming in as far as artists here, as far as reborn artists. And I said, this is, it's, I don't know, that is something I am good at. I have an eye for, like, who's got, and you know what? It's not necessarily on a whole in general. I'm talking about for, like, my style painting, what I love in a reborn, what I'm drawn to, because we all have our own, taste as far as what we like in painting. I don't have any AA babies on the bed, I don't think, but a lot of you know that I am drawn to the ethnic, the darker skin babies. But of course, I have diversity, because I love Shae. She's probably now my lightest, skin tone baby, but she has a lot of you can't see now because it's daytime, but it's like overcast, there's no sun, so I have like the daylight bulb, so she's completely washed out, you can't see her details, but she is incredibly detailed. I love when you can see veining. She even has like the little like scratch on her leg, and just the realism on this baby is absolutely incredible. So it just depends on the baby. And look at that smile. I've always said with Shae, she has the perfect energy for me. She's so much fun, and she just has a lot of energy. And then of course, when I want to just, hold the baby and relax and go into that quiet, peaceful mode, then I'll grab a baby like Stellan or one of my preemies sleeping, something like that. So, I like having the diversity in my collection. But anyway, back to, looking at artists and stuff like that. I do have a pretty good eye to be able to tell, like, oh, this, artist is really up and coming, and, I love their work now, sort of thing. So yeah, again, there'll be some new fun things going on in the month of January in my nursery. Hopefully you won't see many babies, or if any babies really leave this year, because I'm kind of gotten myself down to what I call my core collection of babies that have sentimental value to me, or are just simply exactly how I want that sculpt to be. So, although we never say forever, we do, I can tell if a baby is going to be here for a very long time. And so I'm really down to that. I had put Cece, my, silicone micro preemie up once on Instagram, but it was very close to Christmas time. I don't think anybody even really noticed, because that's a time when it gets that close to Christmas, nobody's really looking at dolls. Everybody's, doing their kids and Christmas and stuff. So, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, she's a doll that, like, I don't want to let go of. I'm not ready to let go of. But I may need to. So it's, if I make a full decision where I'm ready to jump in and do it, I'll probably post her again and then make a for sale video. And, right before the holidays, I felt like, look, if it's meant to be and the right, mommy comes along, then I would have parted with her. And I guess I still kind of feel like that now. So, anyways, I got lots of new clothes and things to go through, videos to make. I got a really lovely present, from my parents that, I, of course, had to give them my mom direction and what I wanted. And she had this package so nicely. I just threw everything back in here. But I got a bundle from Gumi, I think it's pronounced Gumi Kids, Guomi Kids, I believe that's how it's pronounced. So it's an organic brand. It's definitely pricey. So I was like, it's probably not something I would have bought for myself. Not a whole, bundle like this. So the bundle has the booties, and this is in, what color was this considered? The soy color, I think. Okay, it has the little scratch mitts. It's very, very nice, quality. This is stuff that that I would put on a real newborn baby that is going to fit correctly and have the softness and have the accessibility that you want for a newborn. So this bundle had the booties, the hand mitts. It has the footed snapped sleeper. And the feet, you can actually turn these up and use the booties if you want. So you can make it like a footed romper or a footed sleeper. And my favorite feature about this is the bum flap. So it has the drop seat in the back with the 3 little snaps. I just love this look. It is my favorite thing in baby clothing and pajamas. You don't see it often. So I'm kind of seeking out the things that have that drop seat. I love it for photos. It's just like the cutest thing. And then we have the gown. This was the bundle in the soy. It was the gown, the sleeper, the hand mitts, and the booties. So we have the gown, and that's a snap gown, and it has, a snap in the front and pocketed, and you can just open that up and get to the baby to change them really easy. This is like what my children lived in their first few weeks of life. Not this brand. I didn't even know this brand existed. Might not have back then. I don't know. But, gowns. As soft as possible. A lot of Carter gowns. Carter's worked really, really well. And that's, the gowns were, even though you get, and I got this, because I had gotten the preemie, the newborn size in all white. I got a 2-pack of gowns when they were having their pre-Christmas sale. And the newborn was too small for like Noble and Stellan. I think I tried it on video. Oh, you guys are back? Yeah. I'm on video. I'll be down in a minute. Yeah. All right. I'm sure they're right behind you. I'm coming down in a sec. Go ahead. You can go on the game. Sorry about that little interruption. They were actually at the dentist. Um, so what was I saying? Oh, so the gown, but the two white gowns, I love them. They fit my preemie babies. So I was happy about that. So I went with a 0 to 3 when I chose the bundle because I want this to be able to fit Oscar. I want it to be able to, I wanted it to be able to fit Oscar and Noble and Stellan. So anyway, I have that. And then real quick before I let you all go, and these socks were from my dear Ines. I put up a video. She had sent me some beautiful Christmas friends mail. I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for your friendship, Ines. You know I love you, girl. And these socks I have been drooling over for like 2 years now. She's got them in several colors. They're these beautiful wool, wide cable knit long socks. They look really stinking adorable on, especially the Levi, but you know, on the smaller babies, like just all big and bunched up and cozy and warm. Oh, I just love these socks. I can't wait to do some pictures with these socks. I have some hair care stuff on here. And then I had done a quick order from Kate Quinn because I knew this stuff would fly off, be sold out in a day. And it was. They got in their thermal, collection with the drop seat. Can you believe that? Kate Quinn and the drop seat. So I mean, if I was in a better position, believe me, I would have like stocked up. Because I love this drop seat, and now you go on and, I mean, they may restock and do this again, but they're gone. They're all gone. So I got this in a cream color. So it's like, it almost looks like a long johns. I love the look. So this will look great on Oscar, on Stellan, on Noble, and it has the drop seat. So I love, love, love. And I didn't even open this, but in this, it is a dust blue, but they call it the bum flap, in a dust blue. So it's the same thing as this in a dust blue, but it is size 18 to 24 months. So I got this. It has the bum bottom. It's not showing in here, but it has the bum flap, and I got booties to match, and this is my first like official thing that I got specifically for my new Liam that will be, as far as I know, he'll be coming to life this month. I'll have to see if the artist is on track now after Christmas, but either way, so at some point this month, next month, whenever, he'll be, because I miss Monty, and oh gosh, I didn't write down her Instagram name. Okay, so Monty's mommy received him, and the reason why I kept so quiet about that, he went, but Monty was a Christmas gift. So Monty's mommy opened him Wednesday on Christmas. Her mom contacted me. She's not a child, she's an adult collector, but her mom contacted me, and she had been, the daughter had been following Monty on my channel, absolutely adored him. She saw him up for sale, so her mom got Monty from me, and she just tucked him away for Christmas, and so it was a fantastic Christmas surprise. His mommy is Ava, and she does not have a YouTube channel, but she does have an Instagram. I don't think she's even posted any pictures yet. You know, I'm sure everybody's hectic with the holidays. She did, in fact, give me permission to give her Instagram name. So any of you that loved Monty and want to follow Monty over on Instagram, in fact, when I get off here, I will get her Instagram name. Like I said, her first name is Ava, but I got to get her Instagram name. I'm going to put it in the description of this video, and then I will actually announce it in another video, so that you all know to follow. And I'll make a post on Instagram as well, and tag her in it, so you all can follow Monty. So anyway, I miss Monty. I kind of thought he would be with me for Christmas, and I had even dressed him and took some photos for Christmas and stuff. And I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna enjoy him through the holidays and let it get a little closer to when my new Liam is coming, because I really, love having a Liam. And I loved Monty. The only reason why I let Monty go was because I already had, arrangements. It's going to be a super fun journey, with an artist that I've been following, that I've really been wanting their work. And, it's just, it's an experience that I'm looking forward to having. And so that's, couldn't have possibly kept two Liams. I just don't have the space, that wasn't happening. So I had to part with Monty, but he was so beautiful, and that hair, and oh my gosh, and he was so stinking cute. So yeah, I missed having him. So I was like, oh my gosh, this little drop seat on a toddler, because especially like if I'm holding him in a video and stuff, oh my gosh, it's gonna look so cute. Like I said, I wish I could have gotten more, but I said I have to at least snag something because it's gonna sell out. So anyway, that's what I have for you all today. A mishmash of stuff and me talking, and nothing super important, but I missed you all. I hope everyone had a really fabulous holiday. I know it was a lot of chaos for me leading up to for Christmas, but we really did enjoy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It was not so hectic on the day. My one of my daughters helped me tremendously. I am so grateful. I definitely want to do a little something special for her and take her out for lunch or something over the next few weeks to thank her, because she went way above and beyond and made my life a heck of a lot easier, preparing for this holiday for Christmas. So, I'm so grateful for her, and I'm grateful that, we had peace and enjoyed the day. And I wasn't like walking into walls exhausted. I was actually able to enjoy Christmas. So, I'm just, I'm so grateful. And of course, Christmas Day, we were with my parents, and, we are, close with them. The kids are close with them. And, I know some of you all don't have your parents out there. You don't have, so like, I feel so blessed. And I just I said a prayer, and there was a few friends that I was thinking about, and I have one friend that's going through a difficult time. She had a really difficult week. You know who you are, love. And when I was at my parents', I was just thinking about her. And yeah, especially with the dogs, with my dogs and her little, yeah. Oh, I love my Charlie. I had to squeeze that in. But yeah, he's really special to me. But anyway, my thoughts were, with some of you specifically, and on a whole, on all of you, knowing how tough the holiday season can be for, different people for different reasons, and I understanding that. So I don't take for granted the fact that I was, enjoying with my children and my parents, and that my husband's alive, because this Christmas could have been, I mean, he could have died in that accident, and where would we be? I can't, I just felt very humble. I'm like starting to cry. I felt like really humble and just really grateful. And I feel that now. I just feel so grateful. And, I pray, with my heart and my soul very deeply for all of you and any of you listening, that that struggle this time of year. And I hope that, in the future, I know I've had definitely some rough years along the way at the holidays for various reasons. And, some things are beyond our control, and it does change. I never would have thought that I would be here where I am today in life, not in a million years. If I looked even 10 years ago, there's no way I would ever have thought I would be where I am today. I couldn't even fathom it. It wasn't even a dream. So, it's life, changes as you go along. So that's, I pray for everyone, that struggles this time of year, that, God helps you through. It's one day at a time, and that, things change and are better for the future. And throughout the year, I'm going to talk about some things that we can all do, for ourselves to make those changes happen, to take those steps in the right direction. Because sometimes you have to go through things to get to the other side. And when we try to go around it doesn't work. When we try to find a faster, easier way and we just want it and want it now, it backfires and it sets us 2 steps back instead of the slow progress of moving forward. Something I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a little bit about recovery. And I know I said this before, but I am going to get into that this year and do kind of a whole thing on that and talk with you all. So hopefully you all will want to talk and interact with me about some deeper things in and amongst the dolls. All right, everyone, this is going to cut me off. So I'm going to say until next time, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Check and make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video and receive invites to my live streams. Till next time, everyone, God bless.